What's going on, peoples? So we're going to pick up where we left off. So this is a continuation of part 1 of Johnny Walker's interview with Channel 23. So we're going to listen to the second part of the interview, and we're going to talk about it. There's some things that we definitely need to talk about. So let's get to it.
It's important to note that the adoptive parents, according to what you've told me in the past, they've been more than willing to come in anytime you guys have requested, correct?
Yes, they've come in multiple times, actually.
More than what, a handful, 5 times, 6 times?
3 times that I know for sure.
Okay. And
Here.
The nature of all those have just been questioning?
Yeah, follow-up questions. You know, like, okay, we didn't ask this last time. We're still trying to find your kids. What about these people? What about this? Were you with them here? Were you with them there? We're just trying to narrow the scope of our investigation as well, hopefully with their cooperation.
Okay. Now, let's step back from this case for a second. From your experience, how many years have you had in law enforcement?
Just passing 30.
Okay, so a lot of experience, right?
A lot of experience.
Seen a lot of things.
Yes.
Worked a lot of cases.
Yes.
Okay. Well, with all that experience, are lie detector tests a useful investigative tool?
Yes, but they're not admissible in court. But are they a good tool? Sure.
Does law enforcement in California have the ability to request a lie detector test from anyone in any case?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's completely voluntary.
Here in California City, have you guys ever asked someone to take a lie detector test for any case?
Of course. Yes.
Okay. And what kind of cases are those where a lie detector test, you go, hey, let's see if we could ask for this?
Types of cases like this.
Okay.
We just want to confirm or deny, the credibility of someone's statement.
Types of cases like this, you say, 2 missing kids, a lot of different factors involved.
A lot.
So it's not a stretch for me to ask, did you guys ask the parents to take a lie detector test?
I'm not going to disclose that.
Not asking if they denied it, just asking if it was...
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Yes, you guys asked the parents?
Yes, we did.
And you can't tell me anything after that?
No.
Okay. Previous conversations, you also mentioned briefly about where the other kids are. Just to confirm, there's 2 biological children of Trezell and Jacqueline West.
Correct.
4 adoptive kids in total. 2 of those were Orrin and Orson West.
The way I understand it, and the way I've been briefed on it, there was two biological children, 2 foster children, and Orrin and Orson were actually adopted. So, and then ranging in ages from 10 all the way down to 3.
Were you guys able to confirm that the day the 2 boys went missing, that the parents' other 4 children were not at the home at the time?
They were not at the home at the time. That is correct.
Where were they?
They were in Bakersfield with the grandmother.
What was the reason for that?
I think it was a holiday visit. That's the way it was explained to me.
Okay. Where are the kids now? The other parents' children, where are they now?
In foster care.
They're not being held by another family member or anything like that?
No. No.
They're all in foster care?
To the best of my knowledge, yes.
Ever since these kids went missing, Orrin and Orson West, the parents' other 4 children have been in foster care?
Correct.
Why?
Until we can determine what happened to the other 2 kids, and determine, well, then it's up to Children's Services when they want to release the children back to the parents.
So at this point, it's not really in authorities' hands. You guys share information with CPS. They look at the situation, and at this point, they're acting on their own and deciding what happens with the children.
Correct.
So we've reached out to CPS, our newsroom has, and we asked, hey, in what instances are kids taken away from, parental figures? And they said when there is implications, proof that there was neglect or abuse.
Mm-hmm.
In your guys' investigation, was there any proof of that or suspicion of that with the parents' other children?
Oh, I'm not going to comment on that.
Okay. Okay. We've also, in previous conversations, spoken about surveillance footage.
Okay.
Obviously, Cal City PD's aware that there's surveillance footage out there, correct?
There's footage off of security cameras from the neighboring homes. That is correct.
Okay. Are you aware of what's been shown in any of the footage?
Yes. I get briefed on that daily. Again, we have hours and hours of that we're reviewing. So yes, but I get briefed.
Okay. And essentially, and we could clear up just in our last conversation, you weren't able to disclose what was in that film.
That is correct.
Okay. And that's all because it's part of the investigation, correct, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you're not able to comment whether only certain amount of kids were seen in the parents' adoptive home from the surveillance footage in the area.
No, I'm not going to comment on that.
Okay. You're not able to say whether there was a total of 6 or a total of 4 in all the days you guys have seen?
No, because then once again, it's going to cause speculation.
Okay. Let's talk about that for a second. In the media, we always have keyboard warriors. They type in and they're upset about certain things, what we're covering, what we're not covering.
Sure.
I'm sure during this investigation, you've noticed that on the end of law enforcement too.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
What things stand out that you'd like to address?
Again, there's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of belief on what we should be doing, when in fact we're probably already doing that, or places we should be looking where we've probably already looked, and that's okay. People can speculate as long as they know, or I would hope that they believe that we're doing everything we can to locate these kids. I mean, if you've thought of it, we've probably looked there, but that's okay. If you don't think we've looked there, please share that information with us, and we will. A lot of people have called in and gave us clues or tips. We haven't directly gotten back to them, but we have followed up on those clues. So anything that's viable that comes in where we can have a follow-up meaning something specific, a specific location, a specific person, a specific vehicle with a license plate. We can follow up on all that stuff. It's the, well, I think I saw this, and I maybe saw that, and I had a dream the other night that this happened. All that's good stuff, and I appreciate it. And again, I would never turn down any help. We're not closed off to anything, but to help us, we need specifics. And if you've never been in this business or been down this road, everyone's going to have speculations of what they feel that we should be doing, and that's okay. They watch a lot of TV, and that's okay too. But I just want to assure everybody that we are doing everything possible to find these kids and bring them home.
How much does law enforcement know? How much is law enforcement doing that us in the media or people in the public don't know about, just to make sure that the investigation is not being messed with, not being keeping the integrity of the investigation?
Well, again, we're gathering as much information as we can. We're sharing that information. We're putting that information together to see where this thing or if it will lead us in a certain direction. But again, we can't be closed off. We have to look at this, and if the evidence starts to build over here and the mountain gets higher and higher, we're going to start focusing here more. But if something comes in that leads us another, then we're going to at least check that out and see how that weighs out against this. Does it match up? Does it not? Are we totally in the wrong spot? We could be. But as the information comes in, this mountain keeps building. So we need to, because we don't want to specifically look at one thing or one person, because first of all, that's not fair, and second of all, that means we're not open to the whole investigation. We have to be completely open. But however, we have to continue to follow the leads and clues where they go. And if they keep going, pointing in that same direction, then we're going to keep following that path.
We all want to be hopeful these kids are alive.
Of course,
let's be honest.
Of course.
But has your investigation led you to believe that you say foul play is involved?
I believe so, but that doesn't mean they're dead.
Okay.
Doesn't mean they're dead at all. I'm just saying my portion of the investigation at this point, how did those kids get out of that backyard?
All right. So in the last video, I think his common theme was to the best of my knowledge. This one, he just didn't want to disclose any information. All right, so let me address this real quick because I had somebody in my comments who want to be a little ignorant. I understand that information is very valuable when it comes to trying to convict or find the suspect, or in this case, find these kids. I know that. Let's get that well understood. But there are certain things that I just want to know personally. Why can't you disclose that they take a lie to take the test? Well, he answered that question, but he wouldn't tell us if they did or they didn't. All he said was they asked. Okay, so did they take the test or did they not? I can't disclose that information. Johnny, you worse than a suspect that lawyers up very quick. I swear to God. Another thing, did y'all hear him when he said we try to give y'all the updates? We keep giving y'all updates. What fucking updates, Johnny? When was the last time y'all told us something that we didn't already know? Be truthful, Johnny. Tell the fucking truth, Johnny. Listen, this type of shit happens every day. It's sad, but it's true. So don't try to feed us, yeah, they watch TV. Man, shut the hell up, Johnny. Y'all might think I'm being too tough on Johnny, but listen to this interview all over again. And then you'll see who's being tough on him. And I salute this young man. This man should work for Cal City PD. He got Johnny over there sweating like a motherfucker, I swear. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the kids. There were 6 kids. There's been some speculation on YouTube where someone did an interview and they stated, the friend said they had 4 kids. I think the person he borrowed money from said he had 4 kids, or he said he had 4 kids. But we just heard Johnny say they have 4 kids in custody, or should I say that's in a foster home. Now, I know a lot of us don't trust Johnny, but let's go ahead and just eliminate that, because right now he has to back that up if that's the truth. If it's a lie, Johnny, you in big trouble, bro. Now, Johnny said the kids' age range is from 10 to 3. So to me, I feel like they could have questioned the 10-year-old. Now, I know the parents have to be there because it's juvenile. But my question is, did they even ask them questions? But you know what Johnny would probably say? I'm not going to disclose that information. Now, let's check this out. Let's go back. During the interview, he asked them about the kids and them being in, the foster care. Why are they there? And Johnny kind of stumbled a little bit, which made me feel like he's lying about something.
These kids went missing, Orrin and Orson West. The parents' other 4 children have been in foster care.
Correct.
Why?
Until we can determine what happened to the other 2 kids, and determine, well, then it's up to Children's Services when they want to release the children.
Now, Johnny said, until we can determine what happened to the other 2 kids, and then he changed it. Well, it's up to Children's Services when they want to release the kids. Make up your mind, Johnny. You said until we determine, then you changed it and you put it on Children's Services. Come on, Johnny. Come on, Johnny. Now, I know some people say, Blake, get off Johnny, man. He ain't got nothing to do with them kids being missing. And that may be true. But right now, the pressure is on them because we're dependent on the people that's supposed to protect and serve us to help find these kids. You feel me? So they apply pressure to suspects. We apply pressure to law enforcement. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up for the night. And I'm going to do a part 3. Because part 3, I got some information I want to share with y'all. I think I know. Matter of fact, I'm pretty damn sure I know 2 of the kids' names. And I believe it's the biological kids. Yeah. And I found out 2 different cities where Miss West live and Mr. West live. And no, I'm not talking about Tehachapi. Why am I bringing up these cities? Because no one searched there. Strong possibility that those kids could be there. Just a hunch. But just know I'm on the job. Y'all stay tuned for part 3. And as always, one love.